So if you're a member of IMRO, you'll already be familiar with this page. IMRO is the Irish Music Rights Organisation, and it's quite easy as a musician to register with them. Sometimes when your recordings are played, let's say for example on a radio station, the ISRC codes or the digital codes that identify your music don't automatically register in IMRO's system. That's why it's a good habit to check in every month or so to see if there are any outstanding claims due to you. Just to clarify, you don't need to have commercial recordings to use this platform. Let's say a radio presenter has recorded you in Drumshanbo or Milltown Malby or someplace like that, and you featured on a broadcast with you, maybe a group of friends. You can use this claim system also for performances like this. So before we get stuck in, it's important to understand what we are doing here is claiming for a performance of a work and not the fact that you've composed that work. So to make a claim, what you'll first need to do is register your work. In Irish traditional music, most of our sets are made up of multiple tunes. So here's the important bit. In order to register your work, you will need to register each tune separately first. And then the last time you need to do this is you need to put all those tunes, so let's say the Maids of Mount Cisco, the Books of Oranmore and the Galway Rambler, and you put those three names into the title box, and then you need to click, is this work a medley? So this will register your three tunes as one work. After a few days, your work should be registered, and then you can go and claim for that work. So you're going to go up to Claims, Performance Claims, then you're going to type in your own name or the name of your band, and then you're going to click Fuzzy, then hit Search, and loads of pages associated with your name or something that sounds like your name will appear. Now obviously there's another Dave Sheridan from Carlow who plays the fiddle, and he's here also, great player. For now I'm going to go down to the 5th page, and I'm going to concentrate on a piece of music that I recorded in 2006 on Sheridan's Guesthouse album, which is The Jewels of the Ocean and House on the Hill. So if I go over here to details, I can see that this set was played on the 19th of the 5th and the 23rd of the 5th on Radio na Gaeltachta. I can see that I'm owed €28.69 that has been unclaimed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tick the box. I'm going to go down to link to my work. Then I'm going to type in Jules. Then I'm going to click on Begins With, Search, and I see The Jewels of the Ocean and House on the Hill there. So because it's the set that I'm looking for, I'm going to click the second one down. I'm going to hit Select, and then I'm going to hit Claim at the bottom of the page. Once I hit Claim, then what I'm owed for that piece of music will go into my IMRO account, and the next time I'm paid, that should be on my statement. So what you can do with IMRO also is register your gigs, and you register a set list with them. So say for example you register two set lists. One is an hour long and the other one is an hour and 40 minutes. And you use the hour long set list in Monroe's in Galway for example, and you use the hour and 40 minutes in a pub in your local town. You might get something in the region of 20, 30 or 40 euro for using and registering that set list with this gigs section. So the payment depends on the size of the venue. So that's important just when you're registering gigs. You can only backclaim about 6 months of those gigs, but it is important if you're a member of IMRO to be registering your set lists and getting some money for playing live music. So this might be a good example of how a network or community of traditional Irish musicians might be useful to each other. At tradmusic.ie, what we are trying to do is create a community of anything to do with the Irish traditional music world and put it under one roof. So if you're a musician or band, a composer, organise festivals or summer schools, if you teach music online or in person, if you run a session or a venue for traditional Irish music, if you sell traditional Irish music CDs, if you make or sell instruments, or if you have any other involvement in the Irish traditional music world, we are collecting as much of these details as possible and starting to grow a community where everything is under the one roof. So if you'd like to sign up, please click the link associated with this video, and we hope to build this community and find a place for you on tradmusic.ie.